just got so much energy, and you notice now that she's not necessarily getting louder, but the energy has now gone even more. Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi and I'm a vocal coach with over 18 years experience in teaching people how to sing just like you. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the vocal technique of Chappel Roan with Casual Live. I have not heard the song, but we have had a look at Chappel here on the channel before, and I cannot wait to see what she's up to with her vocal technique. Let's get straight to the video.
I'm still hanging around. I've heard so many rumors that I'm just a girl that you bang on the couch. I thought you thought of me better, someone you couldn't lose. You said we're not together, so now when we kiss I have anger issues.
Wow. I mean, not only does she look fucking incredible, but also like love this as a, okay, it's called Casual, but we've got this breathy, breathy, thicker vocal fold quality or chest voice sound. You see the microphone's very close to her mouth, so that's telling us what? That she's singing relatively quietly. I know. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that that's what I was about to say. So we've got this da-da, no twang really in the sound. We do know that she's probably going to layer it on later on. Ah, that was the volume. Let's go back to the beginning so we can have a look at this.
My friends call me a loser, 'cause I'm still hanging around.
So we got my friends, thicker vocal folds, and then call me a loser. She's really allowing you to hear that. We'll listen to it again in this next section so that you really feel that plane change between the my friends, breathy, thicker vocal fold, call me a loser. She's going into that falsetto sound, which sounds a little bit hollower. Sounds like it's got less core to the sound when she's up there.
'Cause I'm still hanging around. I've heard so many rumors that I'm just a girl that you bang on the couch. I thought you thought of me better, someone you couldn't lose. You said we're not together, so now when we kiss I have anger issues. You say, baby, no attachment, but we're
so when you've got this, when she goes into the, yeah, when she's got, that's why I said she's going to add on the twang. So you say, yeah, we're adding in a little bit of twang, and that cry is coming in order to not, we're going into more of a mixed voice sound now. And I know mixed voice comes with like lots of landmines of what is mixed voice. If you want to learn more about the mixed voice though, that is a current theme that we're talking about in the Vocal Academy, which is my online singing school. Check it out in the link in the description below. It's a big theme, I think, with everybody. But we're wanting to add twang, that closing or that tightening of the area above the larynx. And then we've got a thinning of the vocal folds, and we're not letting go, you say, into the falsetto, you say, but we're kind of like balancing between the head voice and the chest voice in that section.
You say, baby, no attachment, but we're deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out as a casual. 2 weeks and your mom invites me to a restaurant Long Beach. It's a casual. I know what you tell your friends. It's casual. If it's casual now, then baby, get me up again. If it's casual now.
Oh man, when she's going, she's going, you also notice a big energy change in the way that she's performing that. We've got a little more energy coming into the sound because the main difference between speaking and singing is this cry. Again, it's this mixed voice quality, because if we were going into like a head, which would be like not allowing that twang to come in, and da 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 da. We're taking a slightly thicker vocal fold sound higher up in the range. But we want to utilize our twang, but it's about also tempering the amount of twang, or tempering, or whatever word it is, tempering the amount of twang that we've got in the sound. And so not just using it as sort of like this blanket technique. Let's just go into the second verse.
Dumb love, I love being stupid. Dream of us in a year. Maybe we'd have an apartment and you'd show me off to your friends at the pier. I know, baby, no attachment, but we're knee deep in the passenger seat.
So then you can see that when she went into the second verse, we've got this like this slightly more breathier da 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 da. That's in a really comfortable part of her range, and I only know that because I've had a little bit of a look at Chappel here on the channel before. So we've got this again. She kind of goes, you say. Actually, it was kind of still breathy, but you saw that increase in the energy, and that's going to help us to again bring the vocal folds a little bit thicker together, but kind of make that more of that cry sound without adding volume. We don't always want to search for volume. Often volume is an effect of what we're doing with our voice, but we're not trying to make the sound louder, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Makes sense in my mind.
But we're knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out as a casual now. 2 weeks and your mom invites me to a restaurant beach as a casual now. I know what you tell your friends. It's casual, if it's casual now. Baby, get me up again if it's casual, yeah.
Okay, so before we get into this bridge section there, did you notice though, I mean, it's so wonderful that she's wearing so little, because you're really seeing those abdominal muscles. And I see, unfortunately, so often here on YouTube, people talking about support and singing, and they're talking about singing, you know, of pulling in those stomach muscles. Now you see, they don't give a shit about how much vocal technique training Chappel has had. She still had training because she has been singing and working at becoming a professional artist for a very long time, and that is a form of training, okay? We're noticing that she's not pushing in the abdominal section, but we do notice that she went down, and when we're going down, that is something that I'm seeing, you know, we do know that that is going to engage the pelvic floor, engage the internal abdominal muscles, and also engage a little bit through the back in order for us to support the sound. So to stabilize these head and neck muscles as well. But if you are looking to learn more about vocal technique and you want to improve your singing, check out the link in the description below, because in my Vocal Academy, we do talk about support in singing, and that is something that I can really help you with. Let's go into this bridge.
I'd be casual with my favorite brothers in your dresser. It's I'd be casual when I'm on the phone talking down your sister. I try to be the chill girl that holds it tight and gives the space. I try to be the chill girl, but honestly I'm not.
Man, she's just got so much energy, and you notice now that she's not necessarily getting louder. Okay, I only heard that little bit. She's not necessarily getting louder, but the energy has now gone even more. With volume, you can also build a song with the energy in your presentation and the emotional energy that's going on throughout the song. So she went into that da, 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 and that chorus, sorry, in that bridge.
Try to be the chill girl that
So you go, I'll try. Again, we're utilizing that twang, or the tightening of the area above the larynx. And yeah, try. Because she's using also a little, yeah, try. I think a little bit of a tightening of the area at the back of the throat there. Because what that's going to do again, it's like a natural compression inside the mouth that we're using to boost those frequencies to make the voice louder. Okay, we've just had a little bit of a change of position because unfortunately I ran out of space on my camera. It's been a busy couple of weeks, so forgive me for that. So when she's going into this last, we hear that actually, as I say, she's not getting louder in the sound. But what's really happening there is this energy is kind of, and when you're singing this type of music, you really need to make sure that you're getting that cry going on, because that's the main difference between speaking and singing. And that's what we really need. It's like it's really, really hurting. It's like the worst thing in the world. And we're going to need this again as she's going up to this last belt note. What's she singing there? So we're up on the C sharp 5, so the C sharp above middle C. And you really hear that cry, but then a little bit of that twang, but not too much, because it'll always be and it would squeeze the top of the throat. So it's about adding in just the right amount for the sound that you need. But we need to keep those thicker vocal folds further up in the range, which is why you saw her take a short, sharp, high breath. Raises the larynx, tongue is far forward, and we've got that twang going on. So there's a whole bunch of different things that go into this sound. And if you do want to learn more about your vocal technique, as I say, check out the link in the description below, because my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, is open. And I take you through right from the beginning, from beginner singers who have never had a singing lesson in their life through to intermediate to advanced, as well as bi-weekly masterclasses for the more advanced vocal techniques, where we have a look at them all together. And you can submit a video, you get feedback on that video, and then you know exactly what you can work on to keep singing, keep improving. But if you've enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you around here more often. And honestly, I teach singing Monday to Friday, like full time, and it really does help me to carve out more of my working week so that I can spend more time with you here on YouTube, because I fucking love it. Like, I love being here on YouTube and just talking shit about vocal techniques. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Chappel's an amazing performer. Have a look at her other performances up here that I've had a look at on the channel, and I'll see you around here next time with more space on my camera hard drive. Have an awesome rest of your day. Happy singing. Kaki channel.